But the motto of this Keys to Drive campaign is find your way. You know something? You have no problems on that score. You will pass your driving test with flying colours as you pass the navigation test for the world. Jess, all Australians are proud of you today. Your family is proud of you. We're proud of you. All of Sydney is proud of you. All of our home state of Queensland is proud of you. All Australians are proud of you. In 3 days' time, you celebrate your 17th birthday. Happy birthday, Jess. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you have come out today, and if you're watching from at home now, 3 cheers for our newest Australian hero, our Jess Watson. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Prime Minister, thank you. And of course, Jess, what a wonderful birthday present. And those other 10 are because you did this without Mum and Dad. I think you can learn to drive without Mum and Dad. I don't know. Now, of course, it's wonderful to have the Prime Minister here to officiate at such an historic and momentous occasion. But, you know, this wouldn't happen without the support of the Premier of New South Wales and the events team at New South Wales. And I would like to thank them all for realising and helping Jess realise her dream and to give her the welcome home that she so richly deserves. Please everyone, welcome to the stage the Premier of New South Wales, Christina Keneally.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Prime Minister. And most of all, thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Julie and Roger, for what is just a great excuse to come out on a beautiful Sydney day and to celebrate your achievement. I'm quite certain that nothing could have prepared you for the reaction you've received today. But you know what? You're possibly the most powerful person in Australia because you've kept the Prime Minister and the Premier of New South Wales and all of these people waiting for hours just so we could celebrate your return. She just said sorry. Now, of course, Jessica, I personally had the opportunity with your mother, Julie, to Skype with you this week, and Minister for Ports and Waterways, Paul McLeay. What we saw was a brave and vibrant young girl following her dream. I also saw someone a bit humble, a young girl just looking forward to sleeping in her own bed, to eating a slice of pavlova, and not having to do the dishes afterwards. Well, Jessica, I'm sure you won't have to do the dishes afterward tonight. You've truly captured the hearts of all Australians, and you've inspired them. Most young people are fearless, and you seem particularly so, but take it from me, Jessica, there's so many of us who wonder if we can risk to do what we dream. We get afraid of risks. We start to doubt. But you have reminded us in a most spectacular way that life itself is a risk, and those who don't risk never win. And Jessica, you have won. You have won against fear and doubt. You have won against fear and doubt. You have won against fatigue and isolation. You have won against the knockers and the doomsayers. And no matter how history records your achievement today, you have written into our hearts and the hearts of this nation a great symbol of courage and dignity, and it is wonderful to be here with you today. A cynic I heard on the radio the other night, who shall remain nameless, asked, "What's the point?" Well, I say the point is all around you here today, in the thousands of votes, in the tens of thousands of well-wishers, of all these people who have come out to celebrate with you. Our community is at its best when we come together, whether it's to overcome a challenge or to celebrate human achievement. and today we celebrate yours. You have inspired us, you have reminded us what is all possible, you have reminded us to follow our dreams. And this is what you have given to Sydney today, a wonderful gift. And you see on this harbour our way of saying, thank you, Jessica, thank you, and welcome home.
Thank you, Premier. Jess, if it's okay, I might come over and we'll have a chat. Or are you okay? You're okay? All right. Of course you're okay. Just sail around the world. Julie, you're just going to give her a little support here. So, Jess, has it hit you yet?
I'm not sure. It's just completely overwhelming right now. There's just so much. You know, I've been at sea for so long. There's nothing out there, and come back today, and it's just absolutely everything. Family, friends, and everyone. So it's very overwhelming. But I think it's slowly sinking in. So yeah.
You've inspired so many, and I know that so many people, 400,000 hits a day on your blog. Did you realise so many people were so engaged with your journey?
Not at all. It's, you know, I was out there by myself. It's a complete shock, but it's amazing to be able to share the trip with someone. You know, it started out as something that was a personal challenge, and it's become so much more. And it's amazing to be able to share it and inspire other people. And yeah.
You're 16 years of age, and I am so struck by your composure. Confidence, yes, to do the job at hand, and you succeeded. But where does that come from?
Good question. I suppose it comes from, you know, overcoming little challenges, and each challenge, you know, your parents give you the freedom to do little things and have little adventures, and you take them on and you do well, and then you move on to something bigger, and it's just
small steps lead to big dreams. Well, your mum told me earlier in the week that you really didn't seriously start sailing until you were 10 or 11. That's about 5 years ago. You've been doing a lot.
Yeah, and a lot's happened in that amount of time. And to be honest, when I first started sailing, I was terrified of it. I wasn't thrilled by the whole idea. It was just really quite scary, and it's amazing, you know, I stuck to it, and now I love it.
I think what's mesmerised so many of us is imagining what we were like when we were 16 and how we coped with the really difficult times. It wasn't just the mechanical repairs, and you had the jobs to do and things to keep you company, like reading books and listening to DVDs and CDs. But what were the darkest hours?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, leaving was tough, you know, saying goodbye to everyone and knowing that you're going to be away for so long. And the toughest times for me were always, you get the bad weather forecast, you know it's coming, you know, you're nervous. Once you're in the thick of it, it's, you know, it's just happening. You just react to it, you know, you've got to go with the flow. And of course, once you get through a storm or a problem or breakdown, it's, you know, it's an amazing feeling, it's an achievement. So it was always, you know, the waiting that was the toughest for me. And yeah, I had my tough times, but, you know, got through.
You certainly did. And now this pink lady is no doubt your best friend. Can you believe what a tough little pink lady she turned out to be? I know you had confidence at the start, but gee, when things got rough and ready, were you worried?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I did have confidence to begin with, and I left with that confidence is what, you know, made leaving, you know, possible. But the first storm, after that, you know, knowing that, you know, Pink Lady could take 4 knockdowns, no problem. That gave me so much more confidence in the boat, and having that confidence in the boat meant absolutely everything.
What means absolutely everything to so many teenagers watching here today is your strength and determination, confidence and courage. You were so resolute in wanting to achieve your dream. But I remember reading